Today we are going to be covering bookkeeping services. So there are tons of different services that bookkeepers can offer, from basic bookkeeping services to full charge bookkeeping. And first off, we'll cover some basic bookkeeping services. Depending on your experience, if you're a bookkeeper, there'd be some basic things you can do, like data entry, recording cash receipts, limited accounts payable and accounts receivable work. But this would not include complicated things like account reconciliations and financial statement preparation. And if you are a full charge bookkeeper, then you would provide all the bookkeeping services possible to a business. And it can be confusing sometimes what the difference between a full charge bookkeeper and an accountant is. But a full charge bookkeeper would be independent. They wouldn't be an employee, and they wouldn't necessarily have to work every day for the business. But they would also not necessarily be responsible for the payroll taxes of their clients. And having an independent bookkeeper is pretty good because they're independent and they're going to be looking out for your business, where an employee might not have that independent third-party view on your company. And since a bookkeeper is making money off your business, they're going to be more invested in making you profitable. And a bookkeeper can work monthly, quarterly, or annually depending on the number of the transactions of the clients. And if they're monthly, then the client probably has a bigger budget and more transactions to record and reconcile. If it's quarterly, then they'd have less transactions, and annual would have even less, and the person would probably have less of a budget, and they might be more manual. They might just have receipts and physical invoices. And if you're a full charge bookkeeper, you would be in charge of preparing your client's financial statements most of the time. And some of these financial statements include a balance sheet, monthly profit and loss statement, quarterly profit and loss, year-to-date profit and loss, a work in progress or job profitability report, cash flow forecast, budget report, working trial balance, accounts payable aging, accounts receivable aging, some payroll reports, and general ledger reports. And as far as accounts payable goes, this would include preparing 1099s, working on vendor payables, purchasing and inventory. And if they're doing accounts receivable work, they would work on things like invoicing, collections, and deposits and cash receipts. They could also work on payroll, bank reconciliations, loan and credit reconciliations, year-end accounting processes, sales tax returns, premium tax returns, budgeting, cash flow projections, and other financial projections. And bookkeepers can do this either at the client site or off-site. And it just depends on how the client has their data. If you're on-site, then you're probably dealing with the client's software, and you might be looking at their physical financial records there and doing stuff on site. But if you're off site, you have to figure out how you're going to get the information, the bank statements, whether the client's going to send it to you in the mail or you're going to have access virtually. And as far as payroll services, it's one of the most spoken about bookkeeping services out there. It's because everybody loves it, right? But payroll services would include working on payroll tax deposits, preparing quarterly and annual payroll tax returns. And the forms for the payroll returns would be Form 940, Form 941, W-2s and W-3s, and other state and local payroll taxes. They would also work on workers' compensation reports and filings. The bookkeepers could also help process payroll checks each pay period, and they could also work on time tracking for construction jobs. Another type of service that bookkeepers could offer is tax preparation services. They could prepare personal tax returns for the business owner or just individuals. They could prepare business returns, estimated tax payments, partnership tax returns, and corporate tax returns. Bookkeepers could also offer some other services that aren't necessarily obvious. They could provide consulting services. They could provide consulting work to their clients, like advising on document storage, most specifically related to financial document storage. Could advise them on moving their information into the cloud, more secure information management, and they could also recommend bookkeeping software for their clients. Another thing that bookkeepers could offer is budgeting services. Clients need to understand if they're spending too much money, and budgeting services can help them understand this. And bookkeepers could also help see if their sales projections are in line with expectations or if they're under budget. And you could also help them budget for their tax liabilities. And bookkeepers can also offer cash flow projection services. Cash rules everything, and bookkeepers can help their clients understand how much cash flow they'll have on hand. And additionally, investors often rely on cash flow information. Another service the bookkeepers could offer is tax planning. They could help their clients minimize their tax bill every year, and this is in addition to tax return preparation services. And the last service that we'll speak about is personal services. They could offer personal financial services for their business owners, because business owners don't only need help with their business, they also need to keep their personal books in order, and sometimes they mix personal with business, and a bookkeeper could help them split this up. So that's a list of bookkeeping services that bookkeepers could offer. Make sure to give this video a like if you like the content and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.